welcome to Hodson Stadium in Eugene. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Ducks offense will have the football first. Here's the bruising running back, Jordan Davison. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Moore. Caught over the middle. It's Davison. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore, play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Throwing Moore. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a 1st down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for a huge play. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Moore. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they fourth down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Nice move to pick up yardage. Finding some room. Touchdown, Wolverines! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Bring in the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Davison. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Unloads to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Hill. Knocked down for the tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Offense here just trying to outflank the defense on third down, trying to get the ball to their running back on the perimeter, but nice job tackling in the open field by the defense to now set up fourth down.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. More to throw for it on fourth down. Going for the big play. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. Underwood dumps it to the back. Complete with conviction on the crosser. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working.
He uncorks one deep. Holds it in on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Rams him with the stiff arm. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. That's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
In the gun on third down. Moore throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore. Out of the backfield, he's open. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Riggs. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll go play action with Moore. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. They've yet to convert on fourth down, though not for lack of trying. 0 for 3 so far. Let's see if they can get it done this time. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man. Turning it on. And with that, he's got him set up with a first and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Oh, they're after him. He's got it down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down inside the 45 at the 44.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Underwood from the gun on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gets the back moving. Throwing more. He's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Moore will throw. Rushes on him. And they got him.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Pressure coming. Working the middle. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Right down the middle. Rolls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Dante Moore. Fires into the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 7 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Northwestern able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This offense was a wagon in that first half. They got just about anything they wanted, and it's helped them build this lead. And if this continues, you can all but guarantee a victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab in their space. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll move the wide receiver. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Moore with the play fake. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Moore. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Here's Moore to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Marshall. Might have a chance. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Complete. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. They almost went end-to-end and housed it. Now a chance to stick it in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the draw, it's Marshall. Maybe a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got him. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Big Blue with the answer. PAT unit on the field. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Raiola can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Raiola from the gun on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The run inside. It's Marshall. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Setting the stage here in the final moments. If they pull off this upset, the entire playoff race might get shaken up. Throwing, Underwood. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be, to to double team him, but I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Finds his big tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Grab behind the line. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He'll take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this defense talked about it all week. Don't give up the big play. Opening drive, they give up a go route to the wide receiver for 6. Not the way they wanted to start, but how about the offense? Being aggressive early in this football game, that's one of the keys to the game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll touch back. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Here's the bruising running back, Jordan Davison. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. On the ground with the counter. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. More play action. Here's the pressure. Uncorks one to the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Open field on the touchdown, Oregon. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's Underwood. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Oh, what a move. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Running inside, it's Davison. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Throwing more. Scrambling away. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They'll go play action with Moore. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nice move there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. On the move, it's Marshall. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name.
Takes it the other way. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll give it to him again. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these two wide receivers are putting up. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for space. It's Davison. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dante Moore. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Fires to the right. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the counter. Just ran over it. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. The run from the shotgun. Maybe some room here. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Marshall. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Complete. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the counter. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the...
There's some room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Hill. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Fighting off the defender. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. Underwood. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 7 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Wildcats, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Tackle down at the 23-yard line. Not a whole lot of room on that return. On offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Quarterback making checks. In the gun on third down. Moore escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll send the back in motion. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Upstairs he's got it.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Going to the run, it's Hill. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ducks. An impressive, long, methodical meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, he missed it. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run inside. It's Marshall. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Underwood to throw. On the move, he fires. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Underwood on the play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Speeding down the left side. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Play fake, Underwood. Pulls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside, it's Marshall. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the offensive coordinator's over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give as they work on that clock. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Looking for room. It's Riggs. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now,
no more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time.
Got a little press. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riggs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for room, it's Riggs. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Turning it on! He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. The run inside. It's Price. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Running inside the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. The hands team, appropriately named, and now a victory is in hand after recovering that onside kick. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Running inside, it's Price. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
He wants a big play here late. Goes high to pull it in. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David on the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Spartans ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as a return. He stops short of the 25. So Oregon's offense will go on the attack first. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick toss into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Ward trying to get everyone on the same page. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Smashes ahead. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one the last time out. He's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate, but he throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle him a little bit. Everything went well for him last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with this D and maybe a little bit of hesitation with the QB.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Spartans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here's more to throw. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. A a huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for space. It's Davison. There's a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be a...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Nah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Spartans are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he loses the football on the return. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Moore with the play fake. He spins that thing down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Showing off the arms. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Ducks will go for it here on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Spartans are threatening in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Edwards. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Good right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the counter. breaks the tackle. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The run inside. It's Davison. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
Intercepted, number 19. And he's stopped, and it looks as if the turnover celebration is going to be short-lived. That flag is likely going against the defense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Davison. Surged ahead for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
First left foul.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And wings it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off.
Could be enough. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Moore. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Moore will throw. Dances away. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't good.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the QB to scramble, get outside the pocket. Nice job closing in. Really didn't give him an opportunity to even have a chance to push the ball down the field. And that goes down as a sack, which is beautiful.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Got enough for the first. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing Moore. Under fire. And it's a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He throws one to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 4 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Mustangs in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The RPO, it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown Ducks! Special teams proving to be special. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
He'll bring it out. It's Brenson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And on the opening drive of the 2nd half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the 2nd half by the defense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Davison. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. 4th down, Moore. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. To the air on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense showing blitz here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Here's the pressure. Makes a connection. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Spartans have this offense rolling. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Scanning the field, it's Fancher. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Spartans will punt this one away.
Number 9 in punt formation to kick it away.
And it'll be down right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a deep grab. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick completion. Right, and brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Play action with Raiola. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the tailback. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll try to get things off on time after the delay of game. Now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dante Moore makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. Raiola to the air again. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside, it's Patterson. Plows through the defense. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Runs through the tackle. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He's inside the 40, the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
First down.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. On the ground, it's Patterson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. To the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance. You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly.